Wait, no, stop, stop. We're in a metal tube, in the sky, and nobody is reacting? Karen is asleep, the pilot sounds bored, a child is eating crackers like this is a park bench. How is this in the air? How? Someone explain this to me right now. I need answers. Real answers, not confidence. Physics. Because from where I'm sitting, this feels illegal. Like we skip steps between metal and floating 6 miles above reality. Airplanes weigh hundreds of tons. We're talking the weight of thousands of cars, somehow just floating. 6 miles up, above the clouds, above the birds, above your responsibilities. So explain this to me, simply, why this thing doesn't just fall. Because heavy things fall. That's the rule. That's always been the rule. And suddenly we're just ignoring it? And the worst part? Everyone else is fine. Karen in 14B is watching a rom-com. The guy next to her is asleep. Fully asleep. Snoring. A child is coloring. A child. Completely unbothered. Meanwhile, I'm doing mental calculations, trying to understand why we are not currently falling out of the sky. Metal does not float. We all agreed on this. Heavy things fall. That's gravity's whole personality. So what loophole are we using? What did engineers figure out that we didn't? Because something is clearly happening here. This is not luck. This is not hope. This is something precise. And I need to understand it. Okay, here it is. The secret. Airplanes don't fight the air. They use it. The air does the heavy lifting, literally. The same invisible thing you ignore every second is holding this entire machine in the sky. Physics is kind of poetic when you think about it. When the plane moves forward, fast, air splits around the wing. Some goes above, some goes below. The air on top has a longer path, so it speeds up. Like someone late to a meeting rushing past everyone. And this is where things get strange. Fast air creates less pressure. Not more, less. I know, it feels wrong, but that's the rule. Fast air above the wing equals low pressure. Slower air below equals high pressure. Now the wing exists between two completely different pressure zones. Pressure moves toward low pressure. So the air below pushes upward, and the air above pulls upward. Same direction, same result. That force is called lift, and it's the reason you're not currently plummeting toward the ground. Think about this. Hundreds of thousands of kilograms of metal, fuel, and people held in the air by invisible pressure differences across a curved wing. No magic. No strings. Just physics. While everyone watches Netflix like this is normal. You've felt this before. Next time you're in a car, passenger seat, stick your hand out the window. Flat hand, feel the air. Now tilt it slightly. Feel that push? That lift? Congratulations! You understand aerodynamics now. You're basically an engineer. Tilt your hand more. More lift. But tilt too much, and suddenly the airflow breaks, and your hand gets pushed back. Wings work the same way. There's a perfect angle, the angle of attack. And finding it is the difference between flying and falling. Here's the catch. None of this works without speed. Lift is not free. You have to earn it. The slower you go, the less lift you get. Stop completely, and you get zero lift. And a very bad day. That's why the plane sprints down the runway. Engines at full power, speed climbing, and at one exact moment, lift equals weight. The wheels leave the ground, not because of vibes, but because physics said it was time. Turbulence feels scary, but it's just uneven air. Warm pockets, cold pockets, wind doing random wind things. The plane isn't braking. It's not struggling. It's just driving on a bumpy road, in the sky. Okay, that sounds worse. But it's fine. Those wings you see outside, they're not rigid. They flex. On purpose. Engineers design them to bend, sometimes meters at the tip. Because a wing that doesn't bend eventually breaks. The wobble you see? That's safety. Scary fact. If both engines fail mid-flight, the plane does not fall out of the sky. Because engines don't create lift. Wings do. And wings only need airspeed, which the plane already has. The plane becomes a glider, a massive, expensive glider, but still a glider. It can travel forward for dozens of kilometers before descending. Pilots train for this. It has happened before. And the wings just keep doing their job. Four forces control everything. Lift pushes up, weight pulls down, thrust pushes forward, drag pulls back. When all four are balanced, the plane flies perfectly. The pilot's job is just keeping the peace between them. This didn't happen by accident. 100 years of engineers refining wing shapes, testing angles, calculating everything. Nothing was guessed. Nothing was random. Flight is not magic. It's solved math. Planes are not defying gravity. Gravity is still there. Always. It's pulling down every second. But engineers found a way to use it, to work with it, not against it. That's not defiance. That's genius. Cold, calculated, beautiful genius. So next time you're sitting in 14B, watching a movie at 35,000 feet, maybe take a second and appreciate what's actually happening. Okay, wait. Before you go, we just casually explained how a flying metal building stays in the sky. That's not normal. That's elite knowledge. That's "you're now the smart friend in the group" level information. Next time someone panics on a plane, that's you explaining lift like a genius while eating snacks. So if your brain just leveled up even a little bit, hit that like button right now. Don't think about it, just do it. And subscribe, because we're turning confusion into clarity every single video. Brainy Potato was here, thinking too much so you don't have to. And I'll see you in the next one.